Beef chuck roast braised 3 ounces will give you 7.8 ounces, or 6.4 if you are a female. And that's almost what you need in your daily intake, because if it's half of what you, well, not half, almost, well, it's over half, because if you're 19 years of age and on as a male, you need 11 milligrams. And if you are a female, you need 8 milligrams. Okay. So those are the ones that I really, really wanted to point out to you. Beef patties broiled, 5.3 if you're a man, 3 ounces. And if you're a female, 4.8 ounces. Lobster cooked, 3 ounces, 3.4 milligrams for a male and 3.1 for a female. And so, and we'll be outlining a whole bunch of this stuff. I don't expect you to take it all in. Once I start doing this course, that I'm going to do an 8-week course in the university, and I'm going to go really, really get into this. But what you need to do is make sure, again, I just want to make sure you remember, before you do anything in terms of any type of supplements, talk to your physician first. Do not sit there and try to self-diagnose. Okay, do not do that. That's the wrong thing to do. Okay, and so we want to keep you on with the zinc, and I wanted to, if you have too much zinc, because there's such a thing as too much zinc, and if you are taking too much zinc, this is what you will experience. It's called zinc toxicity, and it can occur in both acute and chronic forms. In the acute adverse effect on high zinc intake, it will include nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, abdominal cramps, diarrhea, and headaches. So if any of that's going on and you're taking zinc, call your doctor right away. Okay, please do. Okay, another good food for boosting your testosterone is pomegranates. The pomegranate is an age-old symbol of fertility and sexual function, and its antioxidant levels may support heart health and stress reduction. As a result of a study from 2012 indicates that pomegranate may boost testosterone levels in men and women. 60 healthy participants drank pure pomegranate juice for 14 days, and researchers tested the level of testosterone in their saliva 3 times a day. At the end of the study, both male and female participants displayed an average of a 24% increase of salivary testosterone levels. They also experienced improvement in mood and blood pressure. That's pretty good. Okay, so that one's okay. Now let's go to vegetables, something we always talk about and something that we have on our table every day. Vegetables such as spinach, Swiss chard, and kale are rich in magnesium, a mineral that may increase the body's level of testosterone. Authors of the study from 2011 found that taking magnesium supplements for 4 weeks prompted an increase in testosterone levels of sedentary participants and those who were athletes. The testosterone increase were greater, however, in the active participants. Other good dietary sources of magnesiums are beans and lentils, nuts and seeds, and whole grains. One of my favorites is fatty fish and fish oil. Okay, my husband and I said, we got to make sure we don't run out of fish oil. The United States Department of Agriculture recommends that people eat seafood twice a week. Fatty fish may be especially beneficial because they're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and that's something the body cannot make. You have to eat foods that are rich in that or take a supplement. A person can boost their fatty acid levels by taking fish oil or omega-3 supplements. Now, that's something that we do in our family. We make sure that we take these things because we want to stay healthy. Results of an animal-based study found in 2016 indicates that fish oil can increase the quality of semen, serum testosterone level in dogs by improving their fatty acid profiles. A study in mice reported similar findings. Woohoo! Some of the examples of fish that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids are mackerels, Atlantic mackerels, herring, salmon, sardines, and trout. What we do is we try to have salmon in our diet at least 2 times a week. At least 2 times. I mean, we really are a fish house where we just eat fish and vegetables. So, and another thing, too, is the extra virgin olive oil. And that's a lot of people that practice the Mediterranean diet, they use a lot of olive oil, which may have, and it also has many benefits and that includes reducing the risk of heart disease and cancer, and it's known to science, okay? The oil is rich in monosaturated fat and vitamin E and antioxidant. These factors likely contribute to the food's health benefits. So I'm going to break down what monounsaturated fats are. They are good for your health in several ways. They can help lower your bad cholesterol level, LDL. Cholesterol is a it's a real soft, waxy substance that can cause clogged or blocked arteries, blood vessels. Keeping your LDH levels low reduce your risk for heart disease and stroke. So sometimes people just have a stroke, and a lot of times they might not be eating right, and they've got all this buildup in their arteries are blocked and clogged and blood vessels. So we don't need that. So let's practice eating healthy. So start cooking and incorporating natural wellness into your diet. You must do this. Extra virgin olive oil also improves, male reproductive health. Results of a small-scale study indicated that oil may boost this particular oil, the extra virgin olive oil, may boost serum testosterone levels in healthy adult men. Participants also experienced an increase in luteinizing hormone, which stimulates cells in the testicles to produce testosterone. And so that is really, really good. Now, something I hate is onions. I've said it before on a podcast. I think they're so funky. Onions may provide many health benefits from supporting the heart to slimming the waistline. They should, as terrible as they are. They are also a good source of several nutrients and antioxidants, but we do have onions we cook with, but oh, Lord. In addition, onions may increase low levels of testosterone. In a 2012 study with a rat model, researchers found that a daily intake of fish onion juice for 4 weeks significantly increased serum totals testosterone levels. However, determining effects in humans, it's going to require some more research, okay? So we talked about some foods, and we're going to outline a whole bunch more in the course, okay? And we're going to break down kind of the milligrams, and we're going to do some work around it. But foods to avoid, okay? And some foods can reduce a person's testosterone levels. People looking to raise their levels may wish to avoid some of these foods, which is one of the worst ones is processed foods. Many frozen or pre-packed meals and snacks are processed foods. They offer very little nutritional value. You've learned that from some of the previous podcasts that you can go back and listen to, that they don't provide a lot of nutritional value, and they tend to be high in calories, salt, fat, and sugar. And so these are fast burn foods, and it goes through your system, and then you turn around and you eat it, and the next thing you know, you're hungry again quickly. And you got to understand fast burn and slow burn foods. And so we teach you all those things to help you to maintain healthy weights and be healthy, and healthy lifestyle choices. In particular, processed foods often contain high amounts of trans fat, which you got to stay away from. A lot of larger companies now are eliminating trans fat foods because they know that consumers is based on consumer demand. People are reading labels. They're turning labels over and reading them and starting to understand, I need to understand what's in my food. And this can reduce testosterone levels and impair testicular function, according to results of a 2017 study. Canned or packaged foods in plastic packaging can also affect testosterone levels. They sure do. For example, this can occur when people ingest chemicals such as bisphenol A, BPA, or bisphenol S. Okay, it's bisphenol A, and you'll see it say like parentheses BPA, or bisphenol S from water in plastic bottles or reheated food in plastic containers. Okay, so be sure to heat your food in ceramic plates, not plastic dishes. Doing more will help you live more in life, okay? Invest in your health. So you have to understand, and the person that really wanted me to talk about that, again, was my nephew, because that's exactly what he put in there, okay? So I was like, all righty. And so we understand with habit change, okay, to eating foods that are healthy for you can really, really preserve your life. So don't eat foods in plastic dishes because they're pre-prepared, they're foods that are high in trans fat. That's number one, okay? And you don't want to do that. And processed foods, you don't want to do that. And so just go in the kitchen and start cooking healthy, and also start cooking whole foods in this whole food form, so that whatever you invest in yourself is what you're going to get out, okay? Because results of a study from a 2013 suggests that men who work in environments with high levels of BPA have reduced levels of free testosterone and androstenedione. I can hardly say that word, but I'm going to try it again. Androstenedione. Okay, I said it. A hormone that can convert into testosterone or estrogen. It's important to note that participants in this study worked in a factory settings in packaged food and food packaging. BPA is present in much smaller quantities. Nonetheless, the chemical does enter into many people's bodies. A study from a 2011 study, for example, found BPA in the urine of 89% of men attending fertility clinics. Those with BPA in the urine also have low levels of testosterone and thyroid-stimulating hormones. When levels of these hormones are low, it can indicate hypothyroidism, a condition that reduces testosterone in some men. Boy, and that's nothing to play with. And alcohol, ooh, Lord. Moderate amounts of alcohol, such as occasional glass of wine, may provide some health benefits. Red wine contains a powerful plant compound and antioxidant, including resveratrol, okay, or proanthocyanidins, okay. They may reduce oxidative damage in the body. These oxidants have been linked with many health benefits, including fighting inflammation and blood clotting, as well as reducing the risk of disease and cancer. So a glass of red wine is healthy, but not every day, all day. However, drinking too much can reduce fertility in men and women. The National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism in the U.S. cautions that alcohol use is linked to low testosterone levels and changes in the amount of other reproductive hormones, okay? So other ways to boost the testosterone is your dietary change may increase the testosterone levels, and many lifestyle changes and medical treatments can help. But you can do some things naturally to help yourself. A person can also increase their testosterone levels by losing weight for people who are overweight. And not just the testosterone, but your heart health, diabetes, hypertension, things of that nature. You don't want to have that. And a lot of this is also linked to obesity. So you need to, be mindful of what you're putting in your body and that you want to lose weight. You want to exercise regularly. You want to have muscle building through resistance training. Okay, that's why I have that machine that I, have upstairs between my living room and the kitchen, and I'm getting on it because I need to build up some resistance. We need to make sure that our body is replenishing itself by getting enough sleep. Okay, we need to do that. We need to reduce stress so cortisol doesn't kick in. And we also, please speak to your doctor about testosterone therapy before you go doing anything. So let's recap. Remember, testosterone naturally reduces with age, but levels may also be low because of medical conditions or medication. Anyone experiencing symptoms of low testosterone should speak to a doctor. Do not self-diagnose. Certain foods, including oysters, leafy greens, fatty fish, and olive oil, may encourage the body to produce more testosterone. Foods that contain zinc, vitamin D, and magnesium also may be key factors for a person to ensure that they're receiving the right nutrients by following a balanced diet. Exercising and reducing stress, we all know that these are overall healthy things to do for our bodies, period, across the level and across our barriers in wellness. We know that exercising and doing things to reduce stress is one of the most important things that you can do to keep your health. Okay, so we want to make sure that you continue to look for testosterone boosting foods. We're going to create a power-packed e-learning course, evidence-based information on on how to help you naturally with low T andropause, naturally with healthy habit change. We want to let you know, I just want to let you know that it's about that time. It's time for me to tell you, hey, I love you. I hope you're back here with me next week. And you know what time it is. It's time for me to vacate the seat. And I want you guys to get out and vote. Don't forget to vote. Wherever you do, get your butts to the polls and vote. And don't be complaining. I don't like the way the election turned out. If you didn't vote, you don't have a right to speak on it. But this is one of the most important times in the history of the United States that we must vote Get your kids out. If they're 18 or older, I don't care how you get them out. If I don't care if you